Hello everyone, welcome back to Dark Cloud 2. In the last episode, which was a long one, this is a different day. We got all of Monica's transformation badges, and we've hit a temporary wall in making our town here. Before I continue, with the town, we are going to run back to Sindane because one of the weapons that we got in the last episode is called a bone rapier, which allows you to poison your target. What I did not realize is that those effects can be passed on to other weapons. So what you have to do, and this information comes from friend and fan of the channel, Ryu. Remember, I've been talking a while about the +5, that once a weapon gets +5, something happens, and I couldn't quite remember. What it does is when a weapon reaches +5, you can then guarantee to spectrumize it, and any weapon properties will be passed on to whatever it touches. So here we have the bone rapier, and I'm going to pull up its status. Now the symbol on the left, the little green skull, means that the weapon does poison damage. If we upgrade the bone rapier, that poison damage will go away, but if we spectrumize it, we can then pass the weapon, the poison effect, onto whatever other weapon we desire. Hopefully that made sense. So we're going to give this to Monica and have her build this up to +5 so she can put it on her current weapon. But one of the things is this weapon is makeable. We can invent it. However, I need to take a picture of withered Jurek in order to do that. So Gordon needs to get out of the house. So we've moved Gordon out of Sindane, and that's important because without him, Jurek does not become Jurek. He's just a withered tree. So if we head to the future, I should be able to take a picture of withered Jurek, since that one was one of the missable ones. Let's see if he's here. Yep, there's Jurek. He's not doing very well right now. And the stores have disappeared. But that's okay. This is all going according to plan. Now we take a picture of him because or not. Well, I thought this would work. Really? How is this not working? All of that is Jurek Mall? Wait a minute. This should be working. Ah, crap. Maybe it was missable. If you're watching the cut version, hold on. I'll go verify whether it was missable or not. Here I thought I had a brilliant plan. Alright, so, working with multiple. Okay, bone, withered Jurek. Where is withered Jurek located? This was the wrong FAQ to find where the picture opportunities are located. There we go. Is the large withered tree that the water is coming out of and partially surrounded by... Wait, what? Well, I feel dumb. Apparently the withered Jurek thing that I need to take a picture of is in the past, not the future, and Gordon's presence doesn't even matter. Well, that was educational. Alright, no worries, no worries. The point is, I need to get these pictures, and that way we have a readily available supply of rapiers, because once Monica builds them up, they can still be transferred even to Max's weapon, which will be very, very useful. Apparently it's this? Okay, well, there we go. Alright. Now, the question is, do I have all the ingredients I need to make the weapon? Let's see. I need bone cloth and withered Jurek. I don't know if I have all of those. Let me see. But for those of you who wondered why I'm not chasing like 100% on this game, this is why. Because this crap is gonna drive me insane. Alright, I've got bone. I do not have cloth. Alright, let's look up where cloth is real quick. This one FAQ I'm going off of. Sorry, that long pause was to remind myself to cut that last section out. In Palm Brinks and Parn Studio, take a picture of the piece of cloth on the floor. Who is Parn? Is that the artist? Anyway, this one FAQ I'm working off of has everything you can take a picture of in alphabetical order, which is lovely, because I am a guy who likes organization in my guides, and that includes alphabetizing stuff. A lot of times, I will alphabetize stuff in a way that goes against the way the game does, because I think it's more logical, but whatever. Sports games are one of those. Like, I've been, I always alphabetize my sports games teams by city in my guides, and Madden does not do it that way, and it drives me a little crazy. Oh, is all this cloth? Whoops. There we go. Alright. Damn it. Go away, picture. Alright, so... cloth. Bone. And... withered Jurak. Now that I have all of that, please invent me a bone rapier.
Say cheese!
Say cheese! You're about to be stabbed in the eye with a poisoned weapon. Ooh, and I can just make a couple. Rad. Okay. Well, I'm gonna deal with that later because we already have one, so it's not a big deal. So... as I'm recording this, I did not have a chance to review my last episode because it's 3 hours long and I haven't gotten it edited yet. I don't know what I'm going to do. I may miss some upload days. Not that it matters to you guys, because you're watching this at this point, so it doesn't matter. But for me, I've got some low-key anxiety that I'm going to miss some days, which is stupid because I'm kind of doing this to myself, but it's whatever. Alright, was I going to... Alright, I need Priest Bruno. That will trigger the Crystal Prayer Site restored, which will also trigger the Starlight Temple restore, which will get us closer to getting Chows Bistro restored. I would need just more culture points, which will be easy. Okay, let's get the 30 culture points now. Let's get 4 mailboxes. Alright, I'm going to do a little town work if you're watching the cut version. We're going to give mailboxes to all the houses and otherwise make this place look a little bit prettier. Oh, it's all tiny. Let's, make it slightly askew. I don't want anything to be perfectly... I like making just little tiny differences in the houses here. Plus, that way, if I ever have to find somebody later, then it'll be easier for me to figure out who where everybody is if I don't paint the walls, and just be like, that's the guy with the mailbox on the right. Okay, so what are we looking at for culture? 33, perfect. All I needed was 30. Alright, so... now I need to get Bruno. That is the next objective. So we're going to head over to Palm Brinks, and we're going to talk to Bruno, see if we can convince his ass to move to a valley with plateaus that move up and down. I want to make it clear, by the way, I think I said this before in the Uncuts, but I don't ever want to come across as being upset that I'm doing these Uncuts. I mean, the game's going to take just as long either way. So when I'm bitching and moaning about how long it's taking me, and oh, this is a 3-hour episode, it's mainly performance, don't worry. I understand that I'm choosing to do this as a job and everything. It does affect things. Like, I shouldn't have taken this on at the same time I was doing an IGN guide because both are taking too much of my time right now, and they're interfering with each other. But I do enjoy this. I'm not upset that I've done Dark Cloud. I mean, hell, if I was, I would just pull the plug, and I'm not, because I'm enjoying this. So no one get upset at that, please. Just a performance. Hello, Priest Bruno, be my friend. Really? You need my help? Then let me pose you a problem. The candles in this church are controlled by a small mechanism. When they're lit, it puts them out, and when they're out, it lights them. If one of them changes, the adjacent oh, that's easy enough. If you can put all the candles out successfully and prove it, your wisdom, I'll go with you. If you solve it, great. If not, please understand that I cannot help you. Oh, that's fucking easy. Yeah, this is going to be the easiest puzzle in the world. And a boop. This is how you do it if you only have 2 rows. You just alternate your way down. Wow. That's so tough, Bruno. I'm telling you, man, I really had to work my brain for that one. You've done well. Wonderful. I'm sure you'll live up to my expectations. I promised, didn't I? I'll go with you. Hey, that was easy enough. Alright, let's get your ass over to Balance Valley then. Let's drive the priest insane by putting him right next to the Chinese food stand. It'll make him extremely hungry 24/7, and it'll make me laugh 25/8. Whatever that means. Okay, where is the Chinese food stand? There it is. Yeah, it's weird that Ferdinand lives at the Chinese stand, but whatevs. Alright, buddy. Move people in. That is you, Priest Bruno. I'm a priest. What? There's only one place for me. Oh, god damn it. I have to build you a cathedral, don't I? Or something to that effect. Yup. Okay. Well, fine. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna get this house out of here. And the mailbox. Wow, that didn't change the weight? Really? Is this even gonna fit? Oh, wait! Yeah, there we go. There we go. And let's stick a mailbox on there anyway. Church has to get its mail too, right? Come on. What the heck? Wow. Oh. That's fine. He can go around the corner to get his mail. Okay, so... now... we move in Priest Bruno. Can I actually paint the church? Alright, there we go. How's our culture look? 36 points. We had more culture just from the church, which makes sense. Alright, so the Starlight Temple is restored, the Crystal Prayer Site is restored, Chows Bistro is restored, so we've done quite a bit of work here. Let's get to the future and see what happens if I can find the flippin' time gate. There it is. I just do not remember if I can get bridges here eventually. It would be really nice if I could. So I can stop having to go into the overhead mode to move anywhere.
Look at that!
Hey, it's Chows Bistro.
Oh, it smells really good.
Making me hungry, Max. I haven't had lunch yet. I basically just woke up to do recording today. Alright, so before I grab that, I want to do a quick run through and make sure that I have all of the power-up items. Because there should be at least a couple that have spawned, thanks to the changes. There probably won't be on, like, this plateau, since that's for a separate... oh, wait a minute. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is why I do check everything. Hey, good deal. I thought I saw a box there. Is there a new one than ladies and gentlemen? Isn't it ladies, gentlemen, and non-binaries? Or ladies, gentlemen, and other? Isn't that the politically correct one to do now? I felt awful because I think I misgendered somebody on the... actually, I know I misgendered somebody when we went to the grocery store, Trader Joe's, a while ago. That's where I bought my beer I was all excited about. Because it was... The person definitely could pass either way. I believe they were a transgender woman pre-op, I believe. But was not fully presenting yet because they still had like a little facial hair and everything. But both my mom and I misgendered them probably because when we were done, I was like, "Thanks, man, for the help." And at one point, my mom said, "You were a brave man," in a joking way to talk about something that had to do with the elements, I think. And but then we saw that the tag on the person's shirt said Rosalind, so I think we misgendered them. But, you know, as I told my mom, it's like, if you misgender someone, if you catch it, you apologize. And if you don't catch it, you just move on. Like, it doesn't... You just try to do better next time. If you make a mistake like that, you can't fix it. I mean, short of trying to hunt down the person again at the grocery store and be like, "Look, remember that time I misgendered you? I apologize for that." That's not great. You just try your best and move on, you know? And most people will forgive you, I think. If it's an honest mistake, most people will forgive you. Not that I'm any authority to talk about misgendering people. That would be the Akamura's department. But anyway, moving on. Okay, I took a look around everything. I think I've got all the tiny boxes. Unless there was one I missed right around the building. Was that a box? No. I don't know if my screen's just dark. I don't know if you guys are seeing this better. On my video readout, the game looks a lot brighter. So it could just be my TV settings. Because I have one of those TVs where the dark is ultra dark. You know, the black is ultra black. So it's hard to see crap in the shadows sometimes. Anyway. Hello, Lao Chow. I would like a plate of your finest macaroni and cheese.
This is it?
Yep. Something smells good. Let's check it out. Are you Lao Chow?
Yes, welcome. What can I get you?
Actually, we didn't come to eat today. We've got a friend that's very ill. She's in bad shape. We want to give her your miracle dish so she can get better. Could you make it for her, please?
I see. I wish I could help you, but there's a special ingredient I need to make my miracle dish.
A special ingredient?
To make my miracle dish, I need a white windflower. People say that it's extinct now. You can't find it anywhere at all. You used to be able to find them flowering in deep valleys.
A white windflower, huh?
Monica, there's a chance that it might grow back in Starlight Canyon.
Yeah, it is the past after all. Okay, Lao Chow, we'll see what we can do.
Okay, so I think the rest of this is just me grinding through the dungeon some more. So that's gonna be fun for me. And the uncut version. And it shall be skipped in the cut version. Because I don't think that it's a thing that I can affect. Also, remember I said a while ago not to think too hard about the whole, story? the time travel thing. This is a good example, because it's like, how could Lao Chow possibly know about the flowers or even make his dish if the flower has gone extinct in his time? Like, what sense does that make? But let's just move on. Forget it. It's not important. The important part is enjoying your time in this lovely, lovely world. So I'm going to head over to the dungeon. I guess I should equip Monica with the thing. Oh, jeez. Yeah, I have items now. Damn it. Alright, anyway, I'm going to deal with this, and for those watching the cut version, I will see you here soonish. And those watching the uncut are going to see me futz about with my item list for a minute. There we go. Alright, that's the way I want it. Where are my items now? There we go. Fruit of Eden, who's got fewer hit points? Max has fewer hit points. Alright, Max, there's that. And Witch Parfait on Monica. There we go. Alright, so... Oh, we have maximum bread. We do not have maximum bread. Can I make maximum bread? No. Didn't mean to move. Can I make 7 bread? To save me a trip from going back to Sundane. Yes. Excellent. And that is why you want the recipe for that so much, because you can then just make it in the field. Because you can still make items even while you're in dungeons. So, I mean, that's what make it in the field means. Alright, get your bone rapier. And the only problem is I don't know how good that weapon is. So maybe, like, here. First... Alright, what is her... 49 attack on that one. And Monica's bone rapier is only 22. Alright, so... This might be a little tricky. Now, if Monica has some trouble fighting, I can cheat by attacking it with the weaker sword, attacking it with the strong sword, switching to the weak sword, and then collecting the experience points that way. It's a perfectly valid strategy. Yes, I would like to go to Starlight Canyon. Ah, now the game is telling me how to go forward. To Yorda's Valley. Does that mean that the flower is in Yorda's Valley, or is it just going to let me go? Did we see flowers here last time? I don't remember. I see no flowers. I see no things. Okay. Maybe, I remember Monica was like, let's go back for now, I'm worried. So maybe that's just it. Maybe she, it was just a way to pull me back from getting too far in the game or something. I'm worried about Lynn, let's not go any further. Ooh, really? Okay. Well, this is called a valley. Is there a white flower around here? Let's go exploring, shall we? I see a very blatant clue over here. Or is that the condor and he's going to take me back? There's just something very out of the ordinary over here. Okay, that's the condor. No, I don't want to return to the previous floor. Okay. It said this one was next, but I wonder if that's, I don't know. I don't know what's happening right now. I'm also getting an important message on my phone. The issue is that I don't plan my Patreon streams as quickly or as elegantly as I should, which is a problem. Why is this message not sending? Okay. So, I was blocked off from going this way. Let's try Barga's Valley. Ooh, something's happening because I'm getting a cutscene here.
Condor, we don't want to fight. We want to ask you something.
What's that now?
We're looking for a white windflower. Have you seen any near here?
White Windflower? Haven't heard of it. I bet you could find one from the sky. Will you help us look? I don't think so. I've got enough to worry about. What's the matter? Look at that, will you?
Ugh.
Some weird old something is up above my home with my dear chicks inside.
It is the bane of my existence.
I'd like to give my sweet children some food, but I can't get near the place. Looks like a time distortion. I guess time is starting to be affected in this era, too.
Distortion?
That's right. When Griffin disturbed the flow of time, it started to warp and become strained in places. Those places are time distortions. There are already lots of time distortions in my era, but it looks like they've started happening in this time, too.
How can we get rid of it?
Whenever there's a time distortion, there's always a fragment that falls out somewhere nearby. If you hit that fragment into the distortion, you can make the distortion go away. Really? You can get rid of it? Well, what are you waiting for? I'll help you find your white wind thingy when you're done.
Thanks.
Really? Okay, Monica, let's get rid of it.
It's not all that easy.
Of course not. Why don't you explain how stupid this
Here, hold
is?
on. Now, where is it? There it is. This is it. This is a time distortion fragment. It's also called a sphere. Be careful, you can't touch it with your bare hands. You hit it with a long stick or something. It's not too complicated, but it's hard to get it into the distortion. We need some kind of long stick to hit the sphere with. See if there's some kind of stick handy. Then I'll show you how to hit the sphere.
I'm trying not to be overly cynical about this, especially for those of you who have not seen this before. But while there's a lot of times when it comes to games where I get a mechanic, I understand. Like the fishing minigame, I get it. I don't really like it, but I get it. This drives me up a freaking wall. And it's not the mechanic of the game itself. I'll demonstrate what the problem is once we get out of the tutorial land.
Okay, let's try it. Okay, listen up. You hit the sphere with a stick and send it flying. That's called taking a shot. Make a good shot and you'll get the sphere into the distortion. But there's one thing you've got to remember. When you hit the time distortion fragment, also called the sphere, against something, it changes color, from blue to red back to blue, like that. If the distortion is blue, you can only wipe it out with a red sphere. When the sphere and the distortion are the same color, they repel each other and it won't work. So if your sphere is the same color as the distortion, you have to hit it up against a wall or something and change the color back. It's the only way you can wipe out the distortion. We call this hitting the sphere up against a wall to change its color bumping. You can bump the sphere as many times as you want, but the number of shots you can take are limited, so watch out. If you don't get the sphere into the distortion within the allotted number of shots, the sphere disappears and you fail. In my era, we call the act of wiping out time distortions like this, Sfida. Some people even play Sfida like a sport. With the world in danger like this, I know it sounds pretty dumb, but I guess people like to escape from reality. That's about it. Did you get all that? Want me to explain again?
No, for the love of God, I'm good.
Okay, you can try it now. Good luck.
Okay, so the act of Sfida, the golf, yeah, great, yep, I know how to golf. Sfida by itself is not a bad thing. I don't hate the presence of this minigame. What I hate is the way it's conducted in dungeons, which I will show you. Let's see. It's also a little hard to get a handle on the... Uh-oh. Well, done screwed that up immediately. Okay, well, I'm past 20 minutes anyway. I'm gonna knock this shit into the hole in the next episode, and then slam my head repeatedly into my desk. Thank you all very much for watching. I promise I will explain why I hate this probably tomorrow, just the next time we get into a dungeon. I'll tell you why it drives me nuts. I will see you again tomorrow for another episode.